You know the vibes. It's all the way live. Mike City, he's in the mix.
Mike City.
Yeah, you broke me and took your time with me. Yeah, you gave me all these memories that I regret. All I can do is congratulate you. Ruined me for everybody. Yeah, you ruined me for everybody. Wake up in the morning, a different girl be on my line. Constantly be calling, every day I still decline. See, this exactly what you did. You ruined me for everybody. You ruined me for everybody. Bye-bye, good riddance for the last time. So you can try, maybe get it right next time. Different time, but maybe then you can be mine. You ruined me for everybody. You ruined me for everybody. Babylon tricks where you put up on me. Cause back then I was very lonely. But still I'm just trying to find peace every day. My heart is on holiday. Still gives me sleepless nights. Sometimes I wonder how it happened all of a sudden. You ruined me for everybody. I wake up in the morning, different girls be on my line, constantly be calling me, I just don't reply. See, this exactly what you did. You ruined me for everybody. You ruined me for everybody. Whoa. Bye-bye, good riddance for the last time. So you can try. Maybe you can get it right. Every time, baby, then you can be mine. You ruined me for everybody. You ruined me for everybody. Bye-bye, good riddance for the last time. For the last time. So you can try. Baby, get it right next time. You can get it right. Every time, baby, then you can be mine. You ruined me for everybody.
How you feeling? Sensational, yeah. What didn't I do for you, girl? And I know. I act the fool for you. Love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues for the riddle. Oh wow, laugh just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, can't be bitchy. Tell me love her to the morning, nah. Love her to the nighttime, nah. I don't get nobody, yeah. If you give me body, I won't tell nobody, yeah. Valley girl, she wears clothes. Now she want me pool skirt, so me pool skirt. Valley girl, she wears schools. You see, it's obvious. Sensational, yeah. What didn't I do for you, girl? And I know. I act the fool for you. Love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues for the riddle. Oh wow, laugh just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, can't be bitter. This one she's fine, oh yeah. She want this, and she got this. She know fit control them, yeah.
What up, beautiful people? What's going on, y'all? With it. How y'all feeling? Welcome in to the BIPOC Streamer Awards. And one of the most toxic sections of the BIPOC Streamer Awards. One of the most toxic sections of the BIPOC Streamer Awards. It is the Tier List Tuesday. I am your host, Mike City. As usual, we up in here. It's you know it's toxic. It's constantly toxic. Toxic is the best part of these things. And you know, we needed some help this time. So we pulled out a veteran. We pulled out someone that's not new to this, but they true to this, you know? So it's in their blood, it's in their veins, you know what I'm saying? The phenomenal, the wonderful Last Black Spartan. Give it up, everybody. Spartan, what up, man?
How y'all feeling today? Happy Toxic Tuesday, Tier List Tuesday, as we used to call it.
Right. Tier list is just a name to mask the toxicness that this tier list brings about. And in the past, it has brought about some toxic vibes. How is it usually on your side in your channel when you do Tier List Tuesdays?
It used to be, sometimes it would be quiet. Sometimes it would be chaos, but it would almost always be toxic. I can almost guarantee somebody would be offended. Somebody would walk out a little mad.
Right, always, exactly. So we plan on bringing that here to this side. I mean, if this is your first time here, which it shouldn't be, you know how this goes. We got an amazing list of TV moms, super moms at that, and we're gonna be rating them in a list of 1 to 5. Top list is goated as usual. So second is solidified. You know, mom puts the work in. You know, gave me some childhood situations. She's okay. You know. That's the middle. Mom is all right. You know, she's all right. I could watch the show. She gives solid advice. And then there's, I couldn't vibe with her. You know, show us good, mom, here or there. And then there's the worst mom. The worst mom.
I see a few worse moms already.
You know,
a couple already.
You know, I purposely did. I mean, here's the thing, right? It's all subjective, right? I could say what the worst mom is, but it might not be the worst mom to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I tried to throw in a couple of red herrings. I threw in a couple of, could that be a thing? Maybe, sort of, not really. So we got a bunch of stuff in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to basically just kind of get to it. And I think the easiest and the best way to get this started is with somebody that I feel like not only you would agree with, but the entire chat should agree with. Get it out the way now. Claire Huxtable.
I mean, she's kind of the prototype when you think about it for sitcom moms.
Right.
Who really even came before her and even, you know, made as much of an impact on many lives, you know, whether it was me, you, older cousin, parents, even, you know, there are moms to this day who modeled their whole, you know, discipline system, their relationship with their kids based on what they saw Claire Huxtable do. So it's like, how could she not be goated?
Right, exactly.
She might be the goat.
Exactly. So it's easy, right? Start this off easy. Claire Huxtable, goated. Number 1. Be More Natural says no discussion. Romeo says the foundation. Cleopatra says top tier. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. We appreciate you guys being here. Please tell a friend to probably tell their mother to come in and kind of watch this stream and put their vote in.
Right, because their mom might disagree with us.
Right, mom might be like, hell no, because you know moms. And I'm going to put another pillar, speaking of moms and old school and older, you know what I'm saying, mothers. Florida Evans. From Good Times. I think if Claire Huxtable was the foundation, to me, Florida Evans would be the prototype. She the one who she showed you how it was to be poor. She brought poor to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
She made it work. they had nothing most of the time. Always had it, you know, but she found a way to get through it. She stayed strong. She didn't panic. She didn't crumble. Like no one displays, you know, getting through that. No one displays we gonna be all right more than Florida. Who names their child Florida? I don't know, but
exactly my point. Exactly my point. I don't know. Florida is like the craziest kind of name going on, but you know what? She made it work, and that one damn, like that fits to this day.
To this day,
you can't.
Like,
man, Cleopatra says she's not very liked. I mean, you might not like her, but you gotta respect her, man. And listen, people wasn't knowing about putting the line in the baloney if it wasn't for Florida Evans. I'm just saying.
Well, people don't like LeBron James either, but. he got the most points in history. I'm just, you got to respect it.
I mean, it's true. It's true. So Florida Evans, goated. Would you agree, Spartan?
I would agree with goated.
Goated.
100%. She
wait.
The clear can run.
Be More Natural says she's solid. Uh-oh.
Now, what don't y'all like about Florida? Let's ask the chat.
Right.
What don't y'all like about Florida? What did she do to get y'all, y'all undergarments in a bunch? Like, what happened?
Uh-oh. BIPOC said, I would say solid too. Uh-oh. Cleopatra said, Florida's been getting a lot of heat on Twitter. Does she even know what Twitter is?
Right. That's a good question.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the argument may be or may not be. I didn't hear it. But
someone's typing a paragraph right now. Someone's typing a paragraph as we speak. I promise.
Absolutely. Please inform us. Cheeseburger Ready said he better have the most points. He's been in the league for over 40 years.
Come on, Chaz.
I mean, is he wrong? No.
No.
If you played every game for the last 40 years and never took anything off, I mean, you would have more points than Jesus. So, I mean. So we're gonna come back. Okay, a lot of people were saying she held the family back. I have no opinion because I watched the show, but not enough to put my 2 cents in. That's a great argument.
I'm mad.
That's a great argument. I watched the show here or there only because my mom watched it and I wasn't paying attention. I just know Penny got burned by an iron, which is Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ walked around on Dynamite, and I met Michael grown up. So I mean, but beyond that, I have no opinion. I haven't watched Good Time in years, but I don't remember anything bad about her. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll leave her there for now, and we can always change it because wonderful thing about this tier list, nothing stays the same.
I heard this was an ever-evolving tier list that y'all do here.
It's ever-evolving. It never it never stays the same. And the chat's going to have
this will be good.
It's going to have even more power this time around. Okay.
Oh boy.
Another one. Well, no. Let's kind of throw the hat in the ring. Let's do Peg Bundy, married with children. Where would you put her on this list, Spartan?
Honestly, I watched a good amount of Married with Children. Not too much. It would come on late at night, and I would just leave it on as I fell asleep. I know she nagged her husband to death.
She did.
But as far as I could tell, she wasn't a bad mom. I can say that much. But is she goated? Does she belong up there with even Florida? I don't think she does, but I do think I probably say she's okay.
Okay. I could agree. I'm on the borderline of solidified and she's okay. Mostly because she gave Al Bundy hell.
Right.
And there was one line in the show that stuck with me all these years. She came home one day and she looked at her husband and said, did you miss me? And he stared back at her with his hand in his crotch and said, with every bullet so far. That solidified the show. Like, they could never say that on television today. What?
Not at all. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. We didn't do Peggy Hill, Be More Natural, mostly because
that's who I forgot.
And that's who we were thinking about. We were at the last minute trying to put a couple people in, and we did forget
How
Peggy
dare I
Hill.
forget, as a Texan, forget Peggy Hill.
Right.
The best Spanish speaker. I couldn't even finish that. I'm sorry.
Blame it on me. Blame it to my head, not my heart. We didn't want to put too many people up here because we already have like 40. And when we usually do these tier lists, either we don't finish or the stream is like 9 hours long. So Peggy is fun. And she is fun, but not a great mom, so she's okay. I can live with she's okay. How do you feel about that?
I can live with that too. I can live with that too. She's a good mom. Like, she's good to Bobby, but she can be very self-centered, like to her own detriment.
Okay. I can put that there. She's okay. should we get into one of the? There's only one really big debate, I think, that's on this tier list, and I don't know if we're gonna get into it yet. Let's do this. Let's do Ella Payne from House of Pain.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way.
Yes, please.
And some of y'all might crucify me for this. Some of y'all might agree. I do not like Tyler Perry. I don't like most of his work.
Ooh, we're best friends. We're best friends. We're best friends.
I don't like Tyler Perry. I don't. No matter what any of my parents say, can't do it. I can't do it. So I've never even touched House of Pain, like in my entire living being. And I'm a TV person. Never watched the show. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Listen, I tried. I tried to support a black man. I tried to support Tyler Perry. I can't. His writing is terrible, and it's terrible.
It's
and
insane.
My fiance is probably going to throw something at me in a minute, but I got stage. He writes as if he's trying to get a 5-year-old to do something. You know, you talk to a little kid, it's over there. Go over there. It's over there. You can get it. It's over there. He repeats the same shizzle multiple times. And at this
Every
move,
story feels the same.
oh my God. It's like, okay, so he cheated on you, right? Okay, so when did he cheat on you? But you're sure he cheated on you, right? Oh, he did cheat on you. Okay, so how'd you find out that he cheated on you? Okay, oh, you looked through his phone. But you sure he cheated on you? It's like, dude, he cheated. Shut up.
Every movie, every show is just like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, do you like black women? At this point, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if he does. I really want to ask him, like, bro, do you hate black women? Or like, did somebody, like, if you got mom issues, just let us know.
It's
Speaking of Mother's Day.
Right, speaking. And speaking about, there goes Shelby. There goes Shelby. Shelby's the one I'm talking about. Hi, Shelby. Hi, fiance. She's in there and she's ready to hurl feces at me. But Tyler, I respect what you're doing. I'm glad you're throwing money at black projects and so on and so forth. Just stop writing. If
Hire
you
some
stop,
writers.
hire writers other than you, I think it'll be better. But but to say that, and if anybody's in the chat, I like Ella Payne. Ella Payne is down to earth. She's grounded. She's like Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? She gives solid advice. Curtis is funny when he's not repeating himself. I think Curtis is probably the funniest one because he ad-libs a lot. I don't think he follows the script. I think he says whatever the hell he wants to.
Good, somebody got to break the mold. I'm just, Jesus.
Right, and Ella is a thick old praying mother. She's a right. She will pray the cancer away. Right. If you ever had a praying grandmama in your house or whatever, or mama, that is Ella Payne. The first thing she doing, she gonna pray, and she gonna hit you with a gospel song at some point. And then Curtis gonna come in talking about the fried chicken, and you're interrupting my show. So I like Ella Payne. I think she's okay, maybe even solidified. Have you seen the show?
I've only seen commercials, and you know, it always stood out to me that she was the one that was steering the ship, as far as I can see, as far as I can tell. So I mean, I'm right there with you. I'd probably say solidified, just because I haven't seen anything negative about her. You know, it's not her fault that she's on the Tyler Perry show, but I'm curious to know what the chat would say.
Yeah, the chat, Be More Natural says somebody said Ella wanted to be Florida.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I can see that. I do like her as a mom, right? I think she's a great mom. She looks like she gives great hugs. You know what? Absolutely. She's
100%.
one of the, she give one of those is everything gonna be all right hugs, you know?
Yeah, you can have the worst day in one hug. You'll be
and start rubbing the back of your head and patting. It's gonna be okay, baby. You know, one of them.
You'll leave the room like, man, maybe it is gonna be okay. Maybe
right.
It'll be okay. Like, you know, believing yourself again.
Right. You know. So, with that, I'll put her under. She's okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. I would put her above.
Oh, it's solidified. Okay.
No, I mean, I would put her, and she's okay, but
in front of oh, Cleopatra said solid. Let me know if the chat is indecisive that much. We can always do a poll, and we can really kind of figure out. Shelby said 1 up. Put her up and solidified. Well, remember, you have the power to change some of these votes, so make sure you do that. Now, this is someone I don't like personally. I didn't like her. I don't like the show, but maybe you can let me know. Nikki Parker.
This is one of my wife's favorite shows.
Yes, Professor Ogilvy, the Parkers. I can't stand Nikki Parker.
Oh man,
I am not. You know how you go back and watch some old school shows? Like, I'm gonna get that nostalgia feeling. I look at the Parkers and skip right past that shit. I have no passion or inkling. Now I like Countess Vaughn.
Yeah,
I can't do. And is it Monique? I don't even know if it's Monique because I feel like
it's Monique.
It's Monique, but I'm saying I don't know if Monique is the issue or just the way she played Nikki Parker. I don't know. Nikki is cringy to me.
Okay, I'm right there with you. I think it was just a little too much, of the professor chasing going on to put her in goated. But I will say she was funny, memorable. When she needed to be a mom, she was there when it counted. She was tough on her child when she needed to be. And Lord knows, like that child needed some tough love time to time. So as far as her being a mother in the context of the show, she was a good mom to Kim. So I would agree. My wife's in chat. I would agree with solidified as far as that goes. Do I think she's an annoying character? Yes. But
right.
As far as mothers go, wouldn't be mad at it if she, if that was my auntie, that'd be the fun auntie. Honestly, truly,
right? She'd be a great auntie, but I don't know if she'd be a great mom. Welcome in, Natty Nat. I see you, Miss KB. What up? Miss KB is one of our tier list veterans. Welcome in. Everyone is kind of saying she's solid. I mean, look, I'll go with it if the chat says it. There were some aspects to her that I liked, but some of those plot lines with her character weren't it. I agree. Nikki herself was annoying, but she wasn't a bad mom. Okay. I mean, the show annoyed me so much. I can't speak on it because I tried my best not to watch it because every time I did, I got a headache. So I will defer to you. What do you think? You want to put, how you feel like where we should go with that one?
I'm cool with solidified. Once we get more in there, maybe she'll be towards the bottom of solidified. But I think she's a solid mom. From what I saw, even when I saw Moesha, I was like, somebody gotta get Kim.
somebody got to rein Kim in, and
right.
Nikki Parker to me was not the one to rein Kim in. Shelby said, "Psych." Shelby does not want Nikki Parker higher than Ella Payne. I know that's what it is. But we're gonna get to it. Let's do this. Let's do Tanya Baxter from That's So Raven. Raven's mom. Raven's mom from That's So Raven. I felt like the show focused on the dad more.
It did.
But mom was cool. Right, and she left.
Down. Yeah. She literally left. Damn, I forgot about it.
She did leave. Damn. Thank you, chat. Thank you.
I forgot all about that.
She walked the hell out. She did leave. And then the dad went to DC with the brother, and then he was running for like president or something. And then Raven.
Like she gonna be at the bottom.
Right. I feel like wow, the worst mom. Is this our first worst mom candidate? It might be.
You don't see black women walk out on their family like that very often. I don't know who wrote that at Disney. It's kind of messed up. But don't
contract
see it often, so it's like
contract renegotiations, and they didn't want to replace her, so they said, you know what? Let's get her off the show.
we about to make you look real bad.
Like Dad was gonna get the Mother's Day. The chat is on it.
Oh man.
All right, listen, let's get past it then. Is she getting worse, Mom? Is she gonna be out first?
I think she might be. I'm inclined to. I feel like I'm agreeing with the chat here. She's at least couldn't vibe with her, because for me, she wasn't that memorable to begin with. Because no one said anything good that she did.
Okay, Cleopatra says, "Dang, it's not the character's fault. The actress had to leave to help her family, so she couldn't get it. So she couldn't. I mean, but to be honest, I mean, they could have got a light skinned actress. I mean, that was the time of replacing dark skinned mothers with light skinned mothers. It was still in that space."
Everybody else did it.
Right. They could have got Raven a fresh, shiny, new, light-skinned mom. And kept it going. It's jacked up as it was, and look how well it went with Aunt Viv.
Cleopatra saying she was fun, so I'm like, we might have to do a vote on this one.
We may have to vote. If y'all want to do a poll in the chat, do a poll in the chat. We'll pick two categories. We'll do worst mom or she's okay. I don't want to do couldn't vibe with her.
Yeah.
So if I can do it, if one of the mods can do it, I don't know. Also, while we're waiting for this vote, don't forget, everybody, April 25th to May 18th, round 2 of the BIPOC Stream Awards voting is commencing as we speak. So if your favorite content creator is on that list, make sure you guys are going out and voting for round 2, making sure your content creator gets to round 3. So click that tagged link right in the chat right now. If you haven't voted, make sure you vote. And a poll is up. Tanya Baxter. Oh, we got 3. We got couldn't vibe, she's okay, or worst mom. So yeah, so definitely put your vote in.
I'll get them votes. I got mine in.
I like to wait, right? I like to wait till the time is almost running. I want to see where it's going. It looks pretty even though. It's even right now. Couldn't vibe is moving up. And then she's okay is going. Listen, I love how y'all fighting for Tanya Baxter. I love that.
Why you gotta do it?
I completely forgot that she was down the family. Like, why would they just write her out though? Like
Disney.
But it's like the T'Challa argument all over again. But we're not gonna go there.
Not today.
Shut this chat down. All right, it's looking like she's okay is about to. We got some people. She's okay. It looks like she's about to take it. So the chat may agree with each other. I mean, she's okay is looking like it. I'll put it in she's okay for now unless something changes. But she's okay.
Yeah, look, they know more than me. I didn't watch the show enough to really even catch a vibe from her at all. So, and I forgot she left the show. I'm gonna trust the chat.
As it came up in the chat, I said, "Oh snap, she did leave." But the character, worst mom. She's okay for the actress, right? The actress is okay. I just felt like they could have recast.
Yeah, something.
They could have did something. They just let moms walk out and say, "You know what? We'll see you later." But she did come back in Raven's. Is it Raven's house?
Yeah.
She did come back in Raven's house. So, I mean, I guess that was positive news. And speaking of Raven's house, since we did the mom, let's do Raven Baxter herself. She now has children. And she moved in with her best friend because she got divorced to one of the guys in the show. She got divorced. Her and the best friend moved in. What was the name? Devon? Yeah. Devon, they got divorced. She moved in with her best friend. And then something happened where he came back and then he He took the twin. He took the girl that had the. She took the girl with him. So he basically did what the mom did.
I'm just like, I'm making faces. I'm like, this is all new to me. I don't watch the show, so I'm just like, she did what? What? She lived with who? Like, huh?
So okay, so if anyone has watched this show, right? Raven's House. Raven's House is a continuation of That's So Raven. If you have not seen it, Raven has 2 kids. The boy has a psychic power that she still actually has. So I think the main hit of the show is he's having his psychic power, she's having her psychic power, and it's clashing and it's coinciding with each other. He don't want to tell his mom that he can see the future. It's a whole mess of a weird show. I literally stopped watching it. I just think that she was a terrible mother.
Started.
She was a
I didn't even start.
Yeah,
she was terrible. She was that bad. You think?
I think she was a terrible mother. I like Raven, but I think she wasn't that good of a mom. Shelby, I know you've watched it. If you can chime in, didn't really watch Raven's Home too much, but the ones I did see, Raven was pretty W mom in terms of her parenting style. I think she was okay too. I don't know. Maybe I give her higher than her mom because she stayed for a couple seasons.
There's multiple seasons.
There's multiple seasons. Hit up Disney Plus after this and literally just sit and probably watch 2 episodes, and you will be like,
I didn't know there was That's So Raven ship it, and that's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't know she got the Boruto treatment.
Listen,
wow.
I did not think of that. Oh man, she really did get the Boruto treatment. Oh wow. I'm gonna say, is it more like Avatar? But Legend of Terra, but no, it's too many generations past. But no, it is like Boruto. But it is I think she's okay. I'll put she's okay. Are you deferring? Because you can defer. If you haven't watched the show, you can defer your vote.
So Cleopatra said put her right above her mom, I guess. But now I gotta ask the chat, who's the better mom between her and her mom?
That's a good question, chat.
Like, which one was the better mom? Like, who should go ahead of who?
I mean, honestly, if I had to say that, I would say Raven was better, only because like the show literally revolved around Raven and her kids and situations that she was going through. Raven did everything she could to get that money. She was like an Uber driver. She was delivering Uber Eats. She was a cab driver. Like, she was doing whatever she could to make sure her kids had what they needed. So with that, I'll give Raven a W.
Yeah, I put her above her mom then as well. Because if you are doing your best, that's all you can ask, honestly.
Now, is she up there with Nikki Parker? I think she's better than Nikki Parker, to be honest, but that's my bias. That's my biases. So, that's my bias. So we're going to put Raven in Solidify. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that. Is chat cool with that?
Chat, are you cool with her being solidified? All I know is next mom is goated, no questions asked. Oh, Cleopatra, you ready? I love it. She said, nah, she need to go back to she's okay. So, all right, so we'll put her in she's okay, but we'll put her ahead of mom. That's cool?
That's cool. That's cool with me. I'm sure, we won't start a riot if we do that.
Okay. The prominent BEG, what's going on? How you feeling? Welcome in. We're talking about moms. Moms we grew up watching, moms we love to watch. Oh no, I just did that in front of Peggy. No, in front of Peggy Bundy, absolutely not. So thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. So no, she's not in front of Peggy Bundy. All right.
I think it's time we tackle one of the Vivs.
I was just going to say that, and I think we should tackle let's tackle the newest Viv.
I'm with that.
Let's do the newest Viv. Let's do Aunt Viv from the TV show Bel Air.
Get to that.
How do you feel about that, Black Spartan?
Honestly, now I've only seen like season 1 and half of season 2, give or take.
I think that's enough.
I think she's a pretty good mom. Honestly, I think she's solid as it gets, very strong willed, doesn't take no crap from none of the kids, nothing like that, doesn't let them walk over her, and especially, this Carlton, Jesus Christ.
This Carlton is off the rails.
Off the rails. So for her to be able to, handle this one, we're on the newest Unviv. We're on Bel Air Unviv chat. I think she's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think she's solidified too. I don't know if I would put her goated, but I think she's solidified. She definitely holds the family down. She holds her husband down, right?
100%.
She holds her husband down 100%, and she's a great role model for the daughters, right? Coco Jones, shout out to Coco Jones. Love Coco Jones. And I forget the little girl's name. Well, Ashley in the show. She made Ashley, I think she came out in the show. So, and I know mom made it comfortable for her to express herself and not judge. So it's I think she's solidified. I am 100% before that. How do you feel, Spartan? Solidified?
Put her right in front of Nikki.
Right in front of Nikki. Chat. Chat. It looks like we agree. We agree. I don't want Nikki up there, but you're gonna hit us a lot in this stream. Sorry.
Someone's gonna move Nikki before this is all said.
Please,
I promise you, someone is.
Nikki, does she go down the works? Maybe not, but she might have to move. All right. Okay. So next up, let's go with. There's nothing else to call her but light skin Viv.
I don't know what else to call her either.
Light skin Viv. Light skin Aunt Viv. How are we feeling about the second Viv? How do you feel about the second Aunt Viv?
Wrong, as far as I could tell. But she didn't really stand out. Like, she didn't have a lot of memorable moments. Like, the original Aunt Viv did. She didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
She didn't, she was a good mom.
Right.
To all the kids, but she also just didn't, she's not goated status, in my opinion. They did the best they could with replacing her, which is still the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's just like, and they called it out, broke the fourth wall and everything.
They did.
But
Jazz, something's different about you. And Willow's hit the camera like, Matt, I don't know. So that was perfect. Wait, new Viv, then light skin Viv. Yo, she's just okay. I mean, I like Viv. I think she played the position. I think she focused on Nikki a lot.
Yeah. Almost exclusively.
Like there were no other kids.
The rest of them were pretty much grown at that point, so it's like she didn't have to do much.
I get it.
But, the baby's the baby.
I think the most she spoke up is when Ashley was trying to be a artist. Make up your mind, which is a banger song in the 90s. But I think that's the most you ever heard her speak up for anyone other than Nikki. So I'm fine with she's okay. How do you feel about that? And chat, what do you think?
I think this is tough because I'm like, I can agree with she's okay, but I feel like she's pretty solidified. Like she didn't do anything to ruin the legacy of Aunt Viv. She didn't deteriorate it or anything like that. So either she's high okay or low solidified.
I can do low solidified. CBT, welcome in. Crazy Berrytown in the building. What is going on?
What up?
Once again, everybody, if you're just getting here, welcome to the BIPOC Stream Awards page. And it is a tier list Tuesday. We're talking about super moms. Also, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms that may be watching. Listen, you do a phenomenal job, and trust me, we need you more than our words can convey. So happy belated Mother's Day to everyone that's in this chat. We love you and we appreciate you. And that's half the reason why we're doing this tier list, to say thank you for everything that you do. I have the amazing, phenomenal Last Black Spartan here hanging out with us. And so make sure if you're not following him, which I'm pretty sure you are, but if you're not, make sure you're giving him a follow as well. And we just talked about putting Aunt Viv. I mean, I'm fine with Solidified.
I'm good with that.
Let's do it. Let's do Solidified. Aunt Viv, Solidified.
Now, are you okay with her being below Nikki Parker?
Yes. I mean, Nikki Parker's not staying there. Okay, so I've kind of solidified that in my mind. That solidified. Nikki Parker will not make it. I mean, I can't say that. Nikki Parker, if it was left to me, would not be left in Solidified. She would kind of be down with I couldn't vibe with her or worse mom. But that's just me. That's just me. But once again, I don't believe this is going to stay the same way.
We'll see.
I think is it a hot take? It may not be. Aunt Viv go straight to goated. Original.
I don't
Aunt
give
Viv.
a hot take at all.
Huh?
Like, she has so many standout parenting moments with all the kids. It's hard to put her anywhere else. Like, I'd put her above Florida for sure.
Right. I definitely put her above Florida. Sorry.
Yeah. Because like, even though she was, Uncle Phil was, the authoritative one, she had her moments where she didn't take no, she didn't take no bull jive, in the house. If you had to be successful, you had to be trying your best, or she was going to let you have it.
Exactly.
Who you were. If you were Will, Carlton, Ashley, they really let Hillary slide a lot, but what could you do?
They let Hillary. Hillary had dudes in the house.
In the crib.
In the crib. Did we not forget that Trevor was in the pool house smashing and Phil said nothing? Viv said nothing?
None of the Vivs.
None of the Vivs. None of them.
Said a word.
None of them.
Anyway.
Wait, I don't want to spoil anything for new Bel Air. If you haven't watched Bel Air, I don't want to spoil anything. I can't say anymore. But yeah,
I'm gonna watch it this summer.
Yes, neither Viv said anything about that situation. So, but either way, I think she's goated, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put her right in between Claire and Florida. Chat, are we good? Spartan, are we good?
I'm very good. Dare I say she's top 3 of all sitcom moms.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. See, we vibe. Look, we're vibing right now. I love that. Be More Natural say yes. Caps.
All caps. All caps.
Miss KB, yes. She was to deal with family, especially the sister. Oh my God, I loved the sisters in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Divas, yo. I wanted aunties like that. Shout out to the aunts. But I was like, man,
100%. They painted that picture. It's like, this is how the aunties should be. This is the ideal picture of the aunties.
Absolutely. So, okay. So, chat, we're good. Next up, let's go completely left. Mama Payne. Mama Payne from Martin. Mama Payne. Mama Payne is a strong black mother, right? She had Martin with the ears. I just said
ooh. I'm gonna say this. She loved her boy.
She did.
To a fault.
Yeah.
She spoiled that child, and it shows in his behavior, his actions as an adult. It shows she spoiled that child.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna do a deep little dive here.
Do it.
I think at one point something happened to his dad. I don't know if he left or passed away. It's not confirmed, but I think she leaned on her son a little heavy. Yeah, he had to grow up quick, and she kind of, forced that on him. And that's what kind of led to where they are today. Also, she's kind of a nutcase.
I think kind of is selling it lightly. She bit the edges off the church pew with her bare teeth. I think
you didn't have to bring that up.
Yeah, I think we go a little above a little nutty. She did backflips and ripped the edges off the church pew. She threatened to cut Gina more than was comfortable. Like, it felt to a point where she was living in fear, right? like
100% agree.
Like the windows, I don't think they had locks on them because bruh, man, but the door stayed locked, right? Because there was some type of fear there. The chat is saying she was mean to Gina and she loved her bird Ruby more than anything. Debbie said the dad went to get milk.
That's it.
I mean, I agree. She's a total nutcase. She's taken by Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. She was giving up all the money, right?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah. Just, she might be in the worst. Yeah. Is she the worst? That's debatable. But down there.
She might be the worst. She might be. Think about it.
The list, she might be the worst. Yeah,
she might be. Think of who Martin is as a man. The sick episode when he kept trying to call Mama. Like
what are you doing, bro? like
everything he did was based on Mom. He was the ultimate mama's boy. Like seriously. Now I got someone up here who's much worse. I can't wait to see who you say that is. But I do vote for her for Mama Payne as worst mom. Last Spartan, what do you think?
She's down there. She's our first worst.
First worst mom recipient. Let's the chat. Do you agree? BIPOC Stream Wars. She is the worst. And who puts raisins in the biscuits? According to Martin, those were not raisins. Crazy Berry Town. Martin and Tommy spit those out. Those weren't raisins. Listen, I've watched Martin front, back, upside down. We bought that Martin trivia game, and people hated me. So there's two shows I can pull episodes and scenarios out of the air. One of them is Martin. The other one is How I Met Your Mother. And Shelby hates it. So I think worst mom.
It's good balance.
Yeah, right.
It's good balance. Black show, white show, perfect.
Evan, I don't know what it is about that damn show. Okay, so worst mom, Mama Payne. I feel like Fangirl's gonna move that shit. She's definitely in the worst, but Penny's mama, child. Oh, Debbie. You might have hit a sore note right there. You know what? Let's get to it. Penny Proud's mom. Our first animated mom. Penny Proud's mom. What is her name? I can't think of Trudy. Trudy Proud. Thank you. Trudy! You would think I would. Trudy Proud. Where are you putting Trudy Proud, Last Black Spartan?
You know, I don't know much. I watched Proud Family. I watched it. I haven't rewatched it, but it's been a couple of, I was gonna say a couple of years. It's been over a decade probably. But I thought she was solid. I thought she held it down. You know, as crazy as that family got, but like she did a pretty good job holding it all together. She was there when they needed her. You know, like she had a good job.
Right, she had a great job. Oh my God,
she provided.
She brought in the money because. I don't know what them snacks that dad was making, bruh.
That tier list, he wouldn't be very high, but
and if there's a tier list, Wizard Kelly is goated. But that's a whole nother thing. Wizard Kelly is goated. That's a whole nother tier list. But Trudy was solid. Sugar Mama was goated. I would have agreed with you until I saw the episode recently on the new Proud Family when they met Sugar Mama's family. And they treated Sugar Mama like an outcast. But we're going to get to that. We're gonna stay here with Trudy. Trudy, I think, calmed everything down. When everything hit that fever pitch in the episode, when everything was just chaotic, the twins are everywhere. Penny done did some crap and she don't know how she gonna get out of it. The dad is getting tossed around by somebody, getting beat up by somebody. Maybe the dog, maybe Sugar Mama. Trudy was always the one to kind of just bring everything back to, all right, look, this is what needs to happen. Penny, this is what you need to do for X situation, and that's it. I mean, what do you think?
I think she was the pillar of the family, the unsung hero of the family. Like you said, she was there to pick up the pieces, get everything back on track, and she, again, the provider of the family for most part. So I would at least put her in solidified. Someone said goated. I would not disagree with goated, but I would put her in solidified.
I can agree with solidified. Chat, are you okay with solidified? Debbie said she's middle tier. She just wasn't that hands on. Sugar Mama was annoying at times. I agree. Penny had a pretty healthy fear of her mama. She did, and I think that's fear. Yeah, it was a healthy fear. I think we all should have that healthy fear of our parents.
Some of us, I still got a slight healthy fear of my mama.
Right. Cleopatra said, I high key want to say goated, but I could work with solid. Cleopatra's first time here. You know, it probably won't stay that way. I can do solidified. I'm going to put her in front of Nikki Parker.
I don't disagree with that at all.
For reasons that I've stated earlier. I'm going to just move Nikki Parker behind. All right. Anyway.
You being sneaky with Nikki
I am. I am. I can't hold you. I really am.
My wife is in chat. She would be mad at you. She would be like, "Who are you doing this tier list with? You don't know what you're talking about."
I am sorry. I apologize. It's just Nikki Parker is not my cup of tea. Let's get to someone I think should be on the worst, and I think this one is funny, and we talked about it. Spartan, Cersei Lannister.
Absolutely. I don't even know if she cared about her kids the way she claimed.
She
to be honest.
Did not care about those children. Wait, who's a W mom? Jealous?
Mom?
Wait, jealous. Wait, jealous.
Oh, she says.
Wait. Jealous, I love you. Not
she claims.
Right, she came in hot on that one. Wait, just didn't say nothing. Are you talking about she protected, and you are doubling down?
They're all dead.
All of them. Don't forget the one just walked out the window. Keep in mind, I never watched Game of Thrones. My fiance Shelby was watching Game of Thrones. And that is the first episode I saw when that poor child just casually took a stroll off a building. I said, what are we watching?
He said, stood by them. Y'all realize Joffrey was one of like the worst villains to ever exist. And not worse than like he was like a bad villain. He was just a terrible, terrible, awful human being.
Yeah.
That and nobody liked.
She knew he was terrible. But she
let him get away with murder, literally.
See, that's why I need to hear Jealous's voice. Jealous, I swear. I don't understand. Everyone agrees that Joffrey needed to die. Even she did at one point.
His own mother.
His own mother agreed that he had to die.
His own incestual mother.
Her actions was justified for her kids, but she was terrible for... Right. The fact that her loins spawned Joffrey, period, should put her at worst mom.
And if that doesn't do it, the fact that you made them with your brother... Come on. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
okay,
she had these kids with her brother.
Right.
Like,
it was with her brother. Okay, to keep the bloodline pure. That's one thing. Okay. And one thing I'll say, and I'll agree with Debbie. She was a rider for her kids. But she was only a rider for her kids to keep the Lannisters in power. It wasn't because she loved her kids. It's because she didn't want to lose the throne.
And that's all it was. That's all there was to
it. Yeah. So was it really for the kids or was it for her?
I can say that she loved her daughter.
That's not Sun Fuse.
She did not want her daughter to go off to Dorn. I can say that much.
Oh, we need a vote. We need a poll.
We have to vote. We need a poll.
This is gonna be a poll. I can't with y'all in the chat. I cannot. We gonna do worst. We gonna do she's okay, and we gonna do solidified.
I think the only child she truly loved was her daughter. Because she did not want her daughter, even though it was for the good of the crown.
Yes.
She did not want that child to go off the door. Like, she would have done anything and everything to keep that child in King's Landing.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. But I think it was only because of the throne. I think she just wanted that Lannister line to kind of just keep going through time. Yeah. So, what are we teaching the kids? That inbreeding, apparently, KD's. I think that was the Is that the lesson? I mean, it would keep the bloodline strong, right? All right, Game of Thrones mom, please, if you're in the chat, please vote. Please vote. Y'all just got to get past. Wait, how do you move past that part? That is that's a driving point. How do you move past that part?
I think I have a headache.
She marked our whole church with every. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. But was that something done to protect the child, or was it something done to protect the throne? Not worse and solid is tied.
Oh my god! It's because I didn't vote.
Run it back. Run it back with just worse than solid. One more time. A tie is crazy.
I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now.
Right. How? Yo. What?
I gotta make sure I vote this time.
Yes, we have to vote because I didn't vote. We were busy talking. Please run it back one more time with just solid and worst, and put it on a short timer. Lita Bo Bina in the building. What up, Bina? Listen, once again,
Bina, how you feeling?
Bina is in here, man. So good meeting you, Bina. What up, though? Once again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for chilling. And don't forget, round 2 of voting is in right now. So please head over to BIPOCstreamawards.com. Make sure you guys are voting for your favorite content creator in any category that they are up for. Please make sure you guys are voting. You have them until May 18th. To vote before round 2 closes. Okay, so May 18th the round 2 closes. Make sure you guys are voting, and make sure you guys. Okay, look, the votes like they may have changed a little bit.
They swaying a little now.
Yeah, listen, y'all got some time. If y'all here, y'all waiting. See, I love it. Y'all like me. Y'all waiting. Y'all want to see where it's going, and then.
He's I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh man, it's looking like the worst. It's looking like the worst.
It gotta be. I just can't in my right mind believe she was being a good mom for just the right reasons. Like, there's just no way. Like,
I wish I had my shame bell. Shame for everyone in the chat that voted solid. Shame.
Crazy. Like, I can't even.
Right. Shame. Okay. So I think unless everyone's just going to jump in there at the very last second, but we got worse. So I'm thinking we're kind of, and she did that for the kids. I don't know. We're going to have a whole Game of Thrones conversation. I am here for it.
She didn't care about nothing but that crown. I promise
she did not care anything but that crown, y'all. I'm telling you. Danny Demon Plays, what's going on? Welcome in, Danny. How you feeling?
Hey, yo, Danny.
Danny in the building. What it do? Not shame Mike. Why? Listen, Cersei, terrible. Let's throw her right. Matter of fact, I'm putting her in front of Mama Payne. How about that? Mama Payne as the worst of the worst. Worst of the worst.
I think that's a good compromise.
But let's not get too excited because we know things don't stay they don't stay this way. So, yes, let's get to it. No, we've been an hour in. I love this. It's flowing. Since we're going from bad person to another potentially bad mother, Cookie.
Oh, I was hoping you would pick Cookie.
Cookie Lion from
oh my goodness.
From Empire. Sorry. From Empire. Cookie.
You know, sometimes it feels like
Cleo said, now listen, hear me out.
hear me out is crazy. I see some solid. I see a goated Debbie. Goated.
Debbie, I need explanations. Now I like Cookie. Don't get it twisted.
I do.
And I do think Cookie did it for her kids.
Yes.
I am 100% sure everything Cookie did in that show was for her kids. And Lucius was a oof. When we do the Father's Day tier list, he gonna be in there. Lucius, he gonna be in there. But I do think she was a good mom. She did some heinous things, but I think she was a good mom. How do you feel about that, Spartan?
I think Cookie is who some of y'all think Cersei is.
I need you to say that again.
I'm gonna just say.
I need you to say that again.
Cookie is who y'all think Cersei Lannister is. It is just not the case. Like, I think Cookie is at the very least okay. I'd even say solidified, but I'm probably gonna say okay. She was a good mom. She did some things, and she could have done a little bit more. But I think she fought for her kids. She did whatever she could, even though she tried to keep them in the hood. It's just like okay. Like, I think she loved the hood as much as she loved the kids. No one more, no one less. But I would at least put her in okay.
I agree. I have to agree. I mean, I like Cookie. I would put Cookie low solidified. Man, she rode for the kids.
And she defended them.
And when she took over, she still put people in positions where they could strive. Lucius came in, was messing everything up, still out of pure spite.
Yep.
Because he didn't want her controlling the company. But I'm a Cookie fan. I mean, not.
I can agree with low solidified.
Yaz was never set up for success. Yaz was never set up for success from Lucius. Lucius was looking for a payday from Yaz. I think Cookie really wanted the best, but that's just me. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I got to rewatch. It's been a couple of years.
It's been a while. It's been a very long time. It's been a very long time. I mean, Empire was just as big as Power was, and we're gonna get to Power too. Mm-hmm. I got some things to say about Power, but
oh boy,
I got some things to say about Power. But so okay, where are we putting Cookie?
I would put okay, but I think bottom solidified. I can agree with.
I can agree with bottom solidified as well. We're in agreement on that. Debbie, exactly my point. I can agree.
But you go hate me. She gotta go below Nikki.
Yes, no, she can go below Nikki because Nikki's not staying there. So in my head, Nikki's already next to Cersei. But
whoa.
I can't. Okay. That's just in my mind. All right, Miss KB.
We might have to let chat decide that one. Not Eddie. Jealous.
Right. Eddie, do not. She's on the rise. See, damn it. Next up, should we stay in this lane?
Let's stay in this lane a little bit.
We're gonna stay in this lane a little bit. So since we're in this lane, Tasha St. Patrick. Tasha St. Patrick from Power.
This Tasha, I do not like her as a person.
I don't like her as a person at all. Tasha is filthy.
Like, she was willing to do anything to keep Ghost in the game.
Tasha is the worst. Tasha fell in love with a certain version of Ghost, which is Ghost's fault, right? Spoiler alert for the original Power if you haven't seen it. Ghost's fault, right? But the 1 minute he was really trying to get out the game and change up, she didn't want none of that. She didn't want to hear none of that. What is wrong with you? He was trying to be a club owner.
She said, "What you mean you trying to get out?" No, absolutely not. He trying to go legit and you just like vetoing it?
Her theme song was "If It Ain't About the Money." And we're not talking about what Ghost did. Ghost, what he did wasn't right. When he was with the cop and whatever the case is, but the fact that he was screwing Angela kind of got them out of a lot of shit. But it wasn't right. It was jacked up. It was messed up, huh? Yeah, I'm messing up with the cursing. I'm sorry. But I get passionate. I'm sorry. But all Tasha, she was in the shower with old boy. Don't forget.
Did we forget? I think some of y'all forgot.
Right. 50 Cent's son. She was in the shower with old boy. After he smashed the best friend. She knew, I forget Lala's name in the show, her best friend. But she knew old boy was trying to smash Lala. She said, "Nah, chill. I'm going to beat it up anyway."
Now, someone did say, as a mom, she went hard for the kids.
The only redeeming factor is she took the L and went to jail for said kid.
She took that case for said kid who did not deserve it, by the way.
That did not deserve it.
Did not deserve. Did not. She that alone keeps her out of worse for me.
True.
Because you took the bid for your undeserving piece of crap son.
True.
There's a good mom in there somewhere. It came out when the cards were on the table. So I would at least put her above Cersei at the very least.
Right. You know what? Oh, creepy lady, thank you so much for the sub. We appreciate you. Welcome into the BIPOC family. Thank you so much for that sub. We appreciate you. But yes, so is she couldn't vibe with her, or is she okay? Because that redeeming feature doesn't put her down there with Cersei. She did take the bid.
She took the bid. That's enough to keep her out of worse. That's all. That's as far as it goes for me. I don't even know if I could put her in okay.
Okay, so honestly, she'll be our first couldn't vibe with her participant. She'll be our first.
Like nothing she showed to me stood out as like, oh, she's a great mom. Like, decent, good, sure. But like, I didn't see anything where it was like, she's okay. Like, if she was my mom, I'd be okay with it. No, she can't. Absolutely not. Never.
Right. I agree. Cleopatra said worse. Eddie said, I agree. But once again, y'all gonna have y'all chance to edit this whole thing. Not one thing.
Not one thing. But like, would y'all take a bid for y'all child?
I mean,
I probably would.
The question I have, was it her fault that the daughter got killed?
I knew that was going. Was it her fault?
I think if you feel like it was her fault that the daughter got killed, it may trump doing the bid. Because
was her taking the bid making up for what happened to the daughter?
But then that still, like, but that puts you, but they cancel each other's out, and then it puts you back in worse. They cancel each other out, and it puts you back in worst. Because the only reason you weren't in worst is because you took the bid. But then your daughter died because of certain actions that you could have prevented. So, I think she might go down to worst. What do you think?
She might go down to worst.
She might go down to worst. I'll put you down there. When you think of it like that, she might go down to worst. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Light-skinned Harriet from Family Matters. Can I just put her to worst, or just couldn't vibe with her? Because I don't think anyone's ever seen the episodes. Does anybody know about the light-skinned replacement for Harriet from Family Matters? Raise your hand in the chat. Something.
I didn't know she existed till you told me that you put her on the list. I was like, who?
Yeah.
They did?
They pulled the Aunt Viv. They pulled the 90s curveball. And they gave us light-skinned Harriet. See, Danny Phantom Blaze said, I remember. Debbie knows. There might need to be a who section, because what?
Yeah, because...
Right, because...
I don't even remember an episode. I'm like, did he, like...
There wasn't many. I don't think she got through a season. I don't think she got through it. I think she may have got a few episodes and then they ended the show.
So she wasn't relevant enough to be like anywhere.
It was like 6 weeks, right? It was like 6 weeks. Well, couldn't vibe with her. Guess you can't vibe.
Vibe is probably fine because it's like we didn't see enough of anything to even catch a vibe. So, like, use a substitute teacher.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go with the real Harriet Winslow from Family Matters. Where are you putting Harriet Winslow, Spartan?
She might be goated. She might be goated. Like I'm right there with Chad. I'm like, man, Harry was out here doing it. Like shit went haywire when it. She was there to have the talks. Good and bad, the hard talks, the easy talks, She was good with all the kids. She above Florida for sure. That's 100%.
I agree. I was going to say something, but I was going to say I can't blame her. Because when the little sister went upstairs and never came back down... I was gonna blame Harriet. I was right there. Bad parenting. But you can't because wait, no, but that was her kid, wasn't it? Wasn't that her daughter?
It's a mystery, unsolved mysteries.
That was her kid. Okay, then I have to blame her. I'm thinking, for whatever reason, I was thinking that was the sisters, but no, she had the light-skinned little boy with the curly hair. No, that was her kid. And they just act like she didn't exist. And then next thing you know, Lexington Steele. But,
we didn't have to bring that up.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. But she never came back downstairs. That's all I'm going to say. Do we blame mom?
Wait a minute. Okay. I don't think...
Michael.
You in trouble.
I am in trouble. But
you in trouble.
We have to... Fine. We don't... Fine. We will not blame Harriet for that. But
I don't think that was
Harriet.
I don't think that was anyone's fault.
Wasn't anyone's fault. I do think Harriet is goated though. All jokes aside, I think she's goated. I think she was a great mom. She played off of Carl Winslow perfectly. And let's keep it a fact, she's goated because if it wasn't for her, there wouldn't even be a show.
Let's talk about it. Like,
Family Matters is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers. Who was on Perfect Strangers? Harriet. So, with that alone, I think she's
I
goated.
can hear my wife saying "period" in the other room, like yelling.
Come on now. If we gonna say it, we gonna say it. If it wasn't for Harriet, there wouldn't even be a show. So I'm thinking goated. How you feel?
I'm thinking goated right above Florida.
Right above Florida.
Like Georgia.
Fine. Is she in front of Aunt Viv?
No.
Okay.
We need to relax. Let's calm down.
I got nervous a little bit. I did. I did get nervous just a little bit. There's a spin-off theory that Family Matters was actually based off of Ghostbusters. By that theory, then we could say Family Matters was based off Die Hard too. I mean,
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no, chat?
It's yes. And if you say no, we can't be friends. Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
100%.
Thank you, Danny. Huh?
I did that.
It is. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There was Christmas decorations. People were singing Christmas songs. Yes, things happened. Santa Claus's. It was a Christmas film.
It was a Christmas party.
So much so, Die Hard 2, once again, based during what? Christmas. It was a thing. Miss KB, right? Sorry, yeah, we went left.
Didn't mean to go off the rails.
It was
That's on me.
It was it was chat's fault. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, Jealous, I know you'd be cursing me out. I'm getting away a lot of stuff because Jealous would be cussing me out. Oh man, I love you. Shout out to Jealous. Shout out to Debbie, and shout out to all the other staff in the BIPOC. We love you and
listen,
appreciate
I mess
you.
with Jealous. Jealous is the homie.
Jealous is amazing, and I can't.
I do wish Jealous was here.
I can't out. That's the problem. I can't out argue Jealous. That's the problem. I cannot, because Jealous brings up so many good points, and she'll make you change your mind, even though you're steadfast in how you feel. You'll be like, you know what? You know what? She's good for that. Oh, but W Jealous. All right, so not stairs in my muted corner. Sibo, don't do that. Sibo, we love you. We appreciate you, Sibo. So next up, Rainbow Johnson. I'm in a solid camp with Rainbow. She's high solid for me.
I agree.
Dre was a menace to society. He was. Can I tell you? As the show and the seasons went on, my disdain for Dre grew more and more. It was, ooh. What do you think?
Every time I saw a clip, I was like, what is he doing? So it was my full blown belief. It feels like every force in that house was against her and she still held strong. Like it just felt like everything was getting thrown her way. And she was the only one that stood 10 toes down on what was right and what had to be done. It just, I was going to curse, but I was like, dang, you're the only one with some sense.
Right.
Like a lot of times I was like, because there's always something with the kids. Kids are crazy, especially the boy. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
like,
he was
Junior,
Drake light skin through that whole show. I think Drake kind of wrote that whole part for him because it was after every Drake album. Cleopatra said, "Oh my God, dealing with Dre's mom." Absolutely, she did a lot, and she put up with a lot, and she was 10 toes down, and she was 10 toes down for her husband, regardless of what was going on. 10 toes down for this family. There was even one point in the show where you felt like they were on the verge of divorce, but she stood 10 toes down, not only for her husband, for her family. I am a Rainbow fan. I did.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Is she goated?
No,
I don't think she got to that. She was close. I feel like she was like almost.
Yeah,
we just missed the mark.
I agree. I will put her. I'm putting her in front of Bel-Air's Aunt Viv. Unsolidified. I think she's number one solidified. She's like right there by goated.
Yeah, honestly, like the new Aunt Viv, she right there. Like it's a close.
Absolutely
between them, thin line. Like,
and she did it in less seasons. So she did it in less seasons.
Yeah, big respect for Bo.
Jealous, agreed. She got walked over too much for goated. Agreed. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what it was.
And speaking of people getting walked over, Moesha's mom.
Oh my God. Oh, Dee
Dee. Moesha's mom.
Girl, get up. Like, stand up, please. Like, girl.
Talk about Dre being a menace. Frank was a menace. That hairline was a crime. His hairline, he should get arrested from his hairline, okay? I mean, according to the streets, her little brother's still kidnapped. I mean, Frank is terrible. But D was on. What do you think?
I think, okay, there are a lot of times where I feel like D should have said more. It was in her right to say more, to do a little more parenting, just, because especially with Frank just being a tyrant the way he was.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in a whole nother kid into the house, they bring, Ray to the show, Ray J to the show. Turns out it's his son. Oh my goodness. It's just like, girl, stand up, get up.
Yeah, she got beat down on that show.
But it was, Jealous brought up a good point that stepmoms have it hard. She didn't want to overstep. Probably, she didn't want to cross any boundaries that she shouldn't have. She was in a tight spot. She was in a tough position. But I still think she could have done a little bit more. A
little bit. KJ Hardy, welcome in. You may have the opportunity to change that opinion. So just stay tuned. You may have the opportunity to change that opinion. So where we putting? I'm fine with putting in the. She's okay. I don't think she's solidified. What do you think?
I don't think she's solidified. I'm good with okay. She's better than most for sure.
Okay. So I'm thinking.
I feel like when it came to Miles, she did her thing with Miles. Like, Moesha, she had zero control over, but no one did. So that's not really her fault.
Right.
But she's okay.
I'll give her in front of the Baxters. She's not high as Peg, but I'll give her in front of the Baxters. She's okay.
Yeah.
Let's hit one of our animated counterparts again. Marge Simpson.
A legend in the game. Honestly, truly. It's kind of crazy. I feel like Marge went through a lot, which is the whole family. Girl, for you to stand by Homer, you have a third child. Like,
anything that we could think of in any timeline of anything, Marge has been there, and Marge has held it down.
Mm-hmm. One of the most misbehaved children we've ever seen. But on the other hand, you got a genius in Lisa, and you had to deal with the husband, and just,
Maggie.
Every week thing.
Maggie just started talking. How many seasons?
Yeah.
Maggie just said something. I think Marge isn't goated.
She set the bar and the tone for every animated sitcom mom going forward. Mm-hmm. If Claire Huxtable is the prototype for Black sitcom mothers, Marge is that for animated. And I don't even just mean, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, American Dad. I mean other cartoons, kids' cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
She, it's her. She dealt with the most. She was the most outspoken. She put her foot down when it counted. She kept that house together.
Agreed. So I'm for goated. How you feel?
She's the GOAT 2D. Like, she's the 2D GOAT.
She's the 2D GOAT. I'm putting her in front of Florida Evans.
I think that's fine.
I don't know if she goes in front of Harriet, but she's in front of Florida.
Not in front of Harriet, no. Her and Florida could have struggle wars if we keep it at a buck. I mean, the Simpsons weren't poor, but they weren't rich either.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But all the
they had on. Go ahead.
I'll say all of Springfield was kind of poor. So I mean, they were definitely middle class, but broke. It was weird.
Yeah, they white. They got by with a little more.
Okay.
Homer should have made way more money than he did.
He really should have at that nuclear plant. Absolutely. Next one, hot take. Hot take. Jay Kyle over Gina. Jay Kyle, my wife and kids. Jay Kyle over Gina.
Is that a hot take? Is this kind of,
That's my hot take. I don't know how y'all feel in the chat. Jay Kyle over Gina. My wife and kids is the funniest. Is it funnier than Martin? it's funny in a different way, but
Yeah.
Tisha Campbell was a bigger part of the show than Gina ever was.
100%. And way funnier, if we keep it honest.
There's some
She was 20 times funnier than Gina.
She's 10 times. Yeah, she's 20 times funnier than Gina. 20 times. 20 times.
Like, a lot of times, her and her husband were equally funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they was bat for bat. Like, he be funny one episode, she be funnier the next. Like, oh, she might be the funniest mom up here.
You know what? I may give that to you. I think she was the funniest mom on this whole list. I could get, man, my wife, I'm so upset I didn't watch it back in the days, but thank God for Netflix. That show is hilarious.
Everybody on that show is funny. Like, everybody.
Shelby said that was her show. I didn't even know. Like, I knew it existed. But I was like, whatever. But man, that show was funny. It needed some more. It needed an actual final episode. It got the Wayans treatment. It got the Wayans treatment. It got the
typical Wayans.
Right. Let's not ever give any Wayans anything a final episode, a goodbye, nothing. Let's just cut it.
Use your imagination. It's like we don't want to do that. Tell us what happened.
Right. And Junior was hilarious. And they tackled a lot of subjects on that show. Junior had a kid, and Claire's best friend got pregnant. They tackled some heavy hitting topics on that show. So, and the best friend was Raven, right? Raven got pregnant on that show. Let's not forget. Let's move Raven's mom down another one. Let's move Tanya down. Let's move Tanya down.
I think it's time.
Right, let's move her down. When she left the show, Raven got pregnant and she ended up My Wife and Kids. Couldn't tell. Anyway, that's when she got pregnant.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Chat, we did it. We did it. We did
Claps
it.
in the chat, y'all. We did it.
We did it.
You saw it here first.
You saw it here first. You saw it first. It's connected.
We really clouded. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. All right, Jay. Where we putting Jay? I think Jay goes in solidified just for her humor alone.
Yeah, the humor alone. Oh my goodness. Every time I think about anything she did, I'm laughing.
Right.
So I'm just she's at very least solidified. Probably just above Trudy.
The prom king and queen. Classic. Solid. I'm putting her in front of Trudy. I'm putting her in front of Trudy.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot. I could honestly, for me, because again, funniest mom up there in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That alone, I feel like could put her in GOATed, but I'm not going to take it that far.
We're not going to take it that far.
I could argue it, but I don't think I need to. Like,
someone I think, and maybe it's another hot take, should be in GOATed personally. Tasha Mack.
I got it. Okay.
I think
I gotta hear why.
I think Tasha Mack is GOATed. Chat, what do we think? Tasha Mack from The Game. Listen, that's somebody that did everything for their child. It was up to their child. As a mother, she did it all for the kid. She did not do a Cersei. She was not a Lannister. She did it for Malik. Malik was a person and messed it all up. But Tasha had the deals. Tasha put everything in play. Even when Malik fell and nobody was messing with him, Tasha Mack management got him right back on top where he needed to be. Tasha Mack for president.
I would vote for her for president, but this might be the first time we truly disagree.
Okay, what do you think?
I don't think she's bad, but I think she let herself be a crutch to her son for too long. This man was a star quarterback, grown man, still leaning on his mama for almost everything. Man got millions of dollars. women all over him, endorsement deals, still messing him up. Mama, can you clean this up? Getting women pregnant. Mama, can you clean this up? What's she got to do with that? Like, what are we talking about? Like, now
agreed.
She did it. That makes her a great mom.
Mm-hmm.
But goated, you gotta let that baby bird fly. You gotta cut that cord at some point. And she waited too long. It's still remnants of it there, honestly.
She never really did.
She didn't.
Yeah, I don't think she ever. Okay, with that, okay, I can agree with you. On that point, I can agree with you. She never really did.
Yeah.
And because she was always there.
Yes, she did.
No, she kicked him out, but she did kick Malik out, but she brought him right back.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. It didn't last long.
It didn't last that long.
It didn't last long at all.
But with that being said, I understand your point. I do.
Yeah.
I understand your point. I can do solidify. I can meet y'all solidify. No accountability to his actions. Absolutely. He definitely leaned on his mother, and she cleaned up all his messes. I agree with y'all there. I'm thinking of how she handled and how strong she was, but I never thought about the fact of she never let him be a man and take care of his situation. So I can agree. I can agree.
Yeah.
So
but I will agree with you on solidified. Because honestly, truly, not a lot of mothers would do that.
Tasha Mack,
like for their child, you know, even like half the amount of time she did. She enabled his behaviors. Yes, that's why she can't be goated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can agree.
But she did, you know.
And I always had a crush on her ever since Stevie Harvey show. So she's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's a little bit of biases. But Tasha Mack. I could put her in solidified.
Honestly, her and Cookie right there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting it in front of Cookie, but I am.
They're neck and neck.
I'm gonna move. like, I'm gonna move Nikki down.
See what we say? What we say? Chat, get him. Chat. What we doing? Hey.
I am.
Ain't no way.
Nikki's not better than Cookie or Tasha Mack. She's not. Get him. Okay.
You put it back. Like, you put it back right now.
Right. Hey, fine. Put it back. Put it back. Fine. Okay. Probably the meanest and angriest mother on this list, but I think she deserves a high spot as well. Rochelle Rock. From Everybody Hates Chris. Rochelle slapped the black off him, and they had a crime scene, and they had the black in a plastic baggie. So what happened here? She slapped. This is the black. She slapped it off him. But I'm indifferent because Rochelle did a lot of shady stuff too. What do you think? She was ready to quit her job. I got a man.
I want to do that.
Look.
Yo, every third word, I got a man at home and he work. I don't need this job. Every 2 seconds.
I would like to point out
that
my wife and the BIPOC Streamer Awards are in unison and agree. Because she was a very unfair mom.
Really? You think she's the worst?
Incredibly unfair. Like, it just didn't even make sense. I'm like, girl, do you hate Chris? And if this is how his mom really was, it explains a lot about him as a person.
She did give Chris the worst.
She let the other two get away with murder. I was like, so you just not even go, what about the other two? Like, the other boy was the worst. I was like,
Drew was terrible. Drew got
away with something.
Drew was pulling women. Scream. He was pulling women same age as the mother. And nobody cared.
Nobody cared. This is concerning.
And that little girl was a liar. The sister?
Oh my God.
She lied on them for everything.
The sister was really.
And she just let them poor Chris. Like, I almost.
Right, Tanya was Tony Rock. You're right. Chris made a show about the toxicity of his mother. She's trash. Make her the trash. Oh my God, chat. She spent money for the family on her hair. Matter of fact, to delete her off the list. Y'all coming for her neck. Whatever is lower than worse is where she needs to be. She's the toxic mom you sit in counseling due to her mothering. The show is lit because she's toxic. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Trash pumped here.
She might be worse than Cersei.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Y'all feel that way, chat?
Like,
You feel that way? You feel like she's worse than Cersei?
I feel like at least Cersei was kind of nice to her kids. A little bit. I just feel like she just didn't like Chris for real. I'm like, girl, do you like your son at all? Like, it just didn't make sense.
Cersei not bad. She loves her kids. DJ J Jonah, my guy, salute. What's going on? Welcome in, fam. Welcome into our tier list. We're talking about super moms and on television and movies, and we're rating them on how fantastic they were. Apparently Rochelle is going or not, right? And we have joined with us the last Black Spartan. So once again, if you have not followed, please follow this gentleman. He's hilarious. And apparently we're throwing Rochelle in the trash with Mama Payne.
Just bad. Just, you know.
I don't know if I would put her in front of Cersei.
As long as she down there, I don't care.
Okay, fine.
As long as she down there.
She's ready to burn the earth down when Joffrey was poisoned. Yes, because she lost the throne. She lost the throne. Eddie, we gonna have a
It was all the game, bro.
Yes.
Cersei's parenting was the game in Game of Thrones. We're not gonna go back to this.
I'm telling you, we will sit here and talk about it the entire time. Next up, Lisa Landry, sister.
She was a good mom.
I think she was okay.
Yeah, decent.
I don't think she was solidified. I don't think she did. Nothing happened in the show to make her solidified.
That's what it was. Yeah, there was no standout moment,
Right.
that I can remember to be like, yeah, she's at least solidified. But like, she also didn't do nothing bad. You know, when it came to parenting, she was a parent.
True. I agree. So I'm going to put her in. I'm putting her in front of the Baxters, but the Baxters are terrible. She did. Secured the husband though. She did secure the bag. She did. I'll give that to her all day.
That was her goal. She hit it.
And that was a great show ending. Speaking of people that could be toxic, Yvette from Baby Boy.
Lord of mercy.
Yvette from Baby Boy. Chat, where you putting her at, Spartan?
Oh boy, as a mom, she clearly loved her son. She loved to protect her son when she could.
She let Snoop move into that house after he got out of jail.
Let is a strong word. That might have Snoop's been in a lot of movies. In that movie, he was genuinely on some gangster stuff.
Yeah,
so it was like, you know, he was ready to he was gonna go put hands on her if she didn't. To be honest,
true.
Like so
I liked Yvette.
It's hard to.
I liked Yvette. I liked Yvette.
She made some bad decisions as a woman.
Yes,
you know, having a child with a man child, and also dating someone who was in jail. But you know,
but to be honest, as a mom, she held it down for her kid. She had her own place. She got a car, everything. That he was just there. You know what I'm saying? The Baby Boy was just there. Tyrese was just there. You know what I'm saying? Everything she kind of got, she got on her own until the end of the movie. But I liked her. I think I would put Yvette under She's Okay.
That's the highest I would put her.
Yeah, I wouldn't put her any higher than that. She's okay.
Yeah, I can see some arguments for couldn't vibe with her if chat wanted to go that far. but she's at least that. So I'm okay with okay.
Okay. Now let's go with his mother. Baby boy's mother.
Ooh, child. A lot more to say about her.
Let's go with his mama. I'm trying to remember her name. It's something with a J.
I feel like if Tasha Mack failed a couple times, like, you know, didn't do as good of a job,
Juanita.
that would be her. That would be Juanita. Like, if she's the broke Tasha Mack. Not even broke. Just, you know, she didn't really guide. Tyrese had no potential in that movie. Let's be honest.
Tyrese had zero potential in that movie.
If Tasha Mack had nothing to work with, that would be Juanita. Like that's basically what it is. But you know, a lot meaner.
True.
Just
True.
Like way meaner.
Mm-hmm. I can agree. And I think I would put her higher because it got to a point where she kind of put her foot down.
She did. At one point she said enough's enough. Like, even though she, you know, it was because she had a man.
Mm-hmm. Right. It was going down, butt naked eggs in the kitchen. You know, I mean, it was going down. But I ain't gonna hold you. Every time I saw that scene, I said, I don't care what was going on. If I came out the room and a gentleman that was courting my mother is butt naked in the kitchen making eggs, I am going to flip out.
I'm getting my gun.
Right.
Honestly, that's too much.
There's a certain level of respect. We're talking about Juanita from Baby Boy, Tyrese's mom in the film. We just talked about Yvette, which was his baby mother. So now we're talking about Juanita. Ving Rhames done choked that boy out in the living room. Your flesh and blood, your child. Yo. Give that man an Oscar because he did the same thing a few years later. What do you want from me? He channeled the same role. He did the same thing. I mean,
easy.
Give him an Oscar, but I think she's okay because she only did what she could do.
Basically,
with a man child.
She's okay. I would put her above, you know, Yvette.
I would put her in front of the Baxters, but that's just me.
That's probably a good place.
That's just me. I tell you, I'm about to move Tanya down. She got Raven pregnant. Anyway,
I'm gonna speak to this from a mama's boy perspective.
Right.
He clearly had a lot of love for his mom, so clearly she, you know, she was good to the boy. Too good to where he didn't want to go nowhere, but you know, clearly before the events of the movie, she was a good mom. So I think okay is a good spot.
I'm not gonna touch anything. I promise. I promise. I'm not. I said I want to, but I'm not gonna move anybody. Okay, I promise. I put Nikki Parker back. I did.
I had to pull the toolie out, but he put her back.
Another person I think that was probably stepped on a lot, Miss Jefferson.
I didn't watch enough of this show to even. I was like, they had kids.
They did have kids. No, they had one kid.
Yeah. They had one child, right?
They had one child, and he was. And I think he swapped actors on him to a light skinned kid. They did it. They do it to the guys too, y'all. They do it to the guys. He was dark skinned. The actor got fired. Came back light skinned with no mustache. They do it to men too. I think she was solid as well. George was a man child, and George wanted everything, and he didn't care about nothing, and she shut him down every step of the way.
Yeah.
Right, it's two Lionels. It was two Lionels.
Had to tell him, don't put your hand on the stove. you doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was
the capabilities are there, obviously.
Right. This is the Jeffersons. This is the Jeffersons. This is Wheezy Jefferson. Wheezy Jefferson. Miss Moni, I see you. What up, you're Miss Moni in the building. What's going on? Welcome in. We're getting close to the end, which I appreciate. We got a handful of people left. We're getting close and we're speeding through them. I'm thinking Miss Jefferson probably goes in. What do you think?
I'm thinking either top of okay or bottom of solid.
I can do top of okay.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't see enough of the show or her just being a mom to like make a judgment. So, but obviously she wasn't bad. Like,
all right. Now this is the segment of the episode where I want to call this White Mom Rapid Fire.
sounds great, actually.
White Mom White Mom Rapid Fire. So let's kind of list these moms off and get them out of here as close as we can. Nothing against them. There's one that I actually really like, but White Mom Rapid Fire. You may have seen the show, you may have not. If not, we're gonna couldn't vibe with her, and we're gonna move past. First White Mom, Lois Griffin.
I wouldn't want Lois as my mom. I'd probably put her in couldn't vibe with.
I would not want Lois and the dog is flirting. Chill. Lois.
Oh.
Lois and the dog is flirting.
Nope.
Chill. Can't vibe with her. I agree with that. Let's do Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls.
I didn't even watch Gilmore Girls. I don't even know who that is. Like, that'd be a who for me.
Can't vibe with her. I put her up here. I thought people would know. Can't vibe with her. Next one. Well, it's another Lois, but Lois from Malcolm in the Middle.
Solid, right? Sound crazy. Solid. Her kids were nuts. She did a great job. Just punch them when they need to, like just when it had to happen. She was the authority figure in the house.
Yeah, because the dad did nothing. Dad did nothing. She was the authority. She was the authority figure. I think she's solid.
She's at least solid. At least bottom of solid.
Bottom solid. You know. We can do bottom solid. We can do that.
Yeah.
Francine, American Dad.
There's an episode where they made a clone of Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And they each took a Steve. Her Steve they both turned out to be trash, honestly. But her Steve didn't die. The other one did. So, honestly, okay.
I'll defer to you on this one. I like Francine. I would have couldn't vibe with her. Francine a little too hot in pants for me.
Probably put bottom of okay. Probably top of I couldn't vibe. But I see where you're coming from.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying she didn't make that much of an impact. She didn't make an impact as much. I'll put the top of couldn't vibe.
I'd rather have her than Lois, for sure.
I agree. But one person I could vibe with is Linda. Bob's Burgers. Linda Belcher.
Linda is solid.
Linda is solid as a rock.
As it gets. Like, Linda's a good mom.
I think Linda is a great mom. I think Linda's good. I think Linda's better than Nikki. I
mean, I don't disagree with that.
Right. Linda, I don't think she's better than Trudy.
No.
I don't think she's better than Viv 2.0.
No. But she does it all for them little rapscallions.
She definitely does. Kitty Foreman from That 70s Show.
I actually really like Kitty Foreman.
I love Kitty Foreman. If it wasn't for Kitty, Eric wouldn't have ever been able to do anything.
Right. Where Red was the hammer, she was the pillow. Where it was like, all right, your father's gonna push you down, but I'm gonna pick you back up and be like, it's fine. She didn't baby him too much. They had a good balance.
Be more natural.
She might be goated.
Right. Be more natural. As soon as Be More Natural said that, I was like, oh, my heart. I love Kitty. Kitty.
She sees what we see.
Right.
She sees what we see.
But the chat says solid, so I don't mind doing a high solid. Well, no, because I don't. Is she better? I don't. Can I say it?
Go ahead and say it.
The black in me won't let me put her.
Can't. Like, if we put her in goated, we got to put Bo in goated.
Huh? Right. That's how I'm feeling. Like Debbie. Right. Like. I love her. I love her. Kitty, I love you. I
really do. Even in the newer show with the kids, she's still great.
I'll put her bottom goated. I can do that.
I think that's okay.
I can put her bottom goated. Kitty, right? I can put Kitty bottom. I'll do it. Kitty's bottom goated.
Her laugh alone puts her in goated. Just one of the best laughs.
We did it. I was gonna move these two as a pair because it's same show kind of vibe. Half and half. Dee Dee and Phyllis. Big Dee Dee and Phyllis. Scooby, what up, Scooby Snacks? How you feeling? Welcome in, and everybody. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for vibing. We're almost at the end of this list, and you guys are gonna be able to tear this list up as much as you want to.
Yeah,
Big Dee Dee.
It's almost y'all turn.
Big Dee Dee and Phyllis. And I was going to separate them, but they go together as a pair, I think.
Yeah.
They play off each other too much.
They're peanut butter and jelly, two sides of the same coin. You almost can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
They make the candy bar work. So
where are we going to put them?
They're both solid, if you ask me. Like, they're solid moms. Like, they would, go to bat for either of their daughters, no matter what situation, They was there, They clearly raised two very good daughters,
Big Dee Dee coddled little Dee Dee a lot.
Too much.
That's why she can't be good. You know what?
Too much coddling.
Right. I agree. And I agree. Okay. So we got to move them both. So both are solidified. Are they before or after Nikki?
I think they're like, I wish I could remember more about them separately because I'd almost put them like into
right. But that's why you remember them together. You remember how they played off each other. So you can't put them separate.
I'd probably put them just before Nikki and just before Linda.
Just before Nikki, just before Linda.
One behind. Like, I almost want Linda to split them. Like, Linda's in the middle. Linda's almost that balance. Like, Linda's like, if you put them together, that would almost be Linda.
I can agree. All right. Joyce Byers, Stranger Things.
Boy, honestly, he's another solid one.
She went into the upside down for her kid.
literally went to hell and back for her child.
Right. And it drove her crazy. It drove her a little nuts.
Yeah, whole town called her crazy. She did not give up. Turned out she was right.
Mm-hmm.
She was not about to give up on that boy. She did not. Like,
I agree. Solid. Is she solid? I think she's bottom and solid. No, not the wrong person. I think she's bottom and solid.
I'd at least put her above Malcolm in the Middle's mom, probably.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. I'm fine with that. We're talking about Joyce Byer, the mom from Stranger Things. The whole town thought she was crazy, but the upside down and a Demogorgon ate her child. So
she did not give up.
All right, so I have two moms here from the show This Is Us. Did anyone in the chat see that show? If you did not see that show, other than Shelby, if you did not watch that show, we will move past both of them. We want to be fair.
Didn't see it.
I saw This Is Us. I like to call it This Is Tears. I'm a grown-ass adult. Every single episode for I don't know how many seasons had the potential to make you weep like a baby in the corner. It is...
Brother, I would see
I'm tearing up thinking about it. Look, it is the most heartfelt, warm, fuzzy, jacked up show ever. And it probably had the most perfect ending for a show that I think I've ever seen. They ended that show perfectly. Right, got sick of crying. Every episode, you lost weight crying.
I heard it was one of the best shows out there, but every time I saw a commercial, I was like, does anything happy happen in this show? They never.
Yes.
Every commercial I saw, it's always somebody might die. Somebody has this disease. Somebody's child found their long lost father. I'm like, what's going on in the show?
Listen, it's true. And you would be sad. You would be happy to the point where you get one of them heave cries. You know, one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like your chest hurt a little bit.
Right.
Man.
I don't need that every week. Like,
every time that show came on, I had to go with my fiance, like, you okay? She'd be like, yeah, I'm all right. You watch This Is Us, didn't you? When that show had a last episode, I prayed. I prayed. I said, thank God. Because she was losing weight. She was getting real skinny on them tears.
Yes, wow. Now her losing water weight through her eyes.
Like, water weight through her eyes. Let me tell you, it was a great show. Don't get it twisted. It's a great show. Yeah, but 100%. if you wanna sweat from your face, that's a show to watch. I'm gonna skip those two. Yeah. And the last one I had, because everyone was kind of inconsequential, Elise Neal. Now, Elise Neal, the actress, she was the mother on the Hughleys, and she was the mother on All of Us with Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray when the little boy dropped the N-bomb on UPM. That's the only way I'll ever remember that show.
Mm-hmm.
And yo, it's funny. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett produced that show, and it was very reminiscent to their relationship towards the end.
Huh.
The little boy had out of wedlock, and then somebody cheating on somebody with somebody younger, and
writing's on the wall.
Right. I love Daddy Daycare, but yes, that was Little Kid from Daddy Daycare, and to never have been seen again. He dropped the N-bomb on television, and every acting prospect from that point on slowly dried up.
For those of you who don't know, and my wife found this channel, there's a channel out there called Dabble, and they just show all the old black sitcoms all day long, all day, all night. The
Dabble?
Parkers, Moesha. Yeah, it's called Dabble. You know, the one with the girl half and half. They show that one. You know, the Parkers, The Game. It's all day. It's just on. Girlfriends, everything.
Here's my issue with The Game. You'll never be able to watch the whole show because it started on one network, it went to another network, then it came back to some other network. It's like The Game is separated into 3 different places.
It is. Dabble has both of them.
You know what?
Go in order.
May have to see Dabble. Oh, see, Miss KB know about Dabble.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
Justice for Girlfriends. I love that show. And another show that didn't have an ending. So sad. I think we're gonna call it here. I think the last 4 are kind of inconsequential.
Who else is left up here?
So we have the 2 moms from This Is Us. It was I'll tell you the names. Beth and Rebecca Pearson. So we have those 2. Then there was a little show that came out called Queen Sugar. Anyone in the chat ever watch that show, Queen Sugar? Another show that'll probably have you crying, but it's a great show. Charlie Borderland, or Bordello, whatever. She's there. So, and then a little show with LL Cool J called In the House.
In the House.
Debbie Allen's character. I was gonna throw her in the garbage though. I ain't gonna hold you because she took her son and left the show after the first season and left Maya Campbell in LA to mess around with Alfonso Ribeiro and the other Wayan. But be more natural. You love Queen Sugar. I'm glad. And here comes a raid from Black Ice. Thank you so much, Raiders. Welcome in. Here. Welcome in, Raiders. We appreciate you. Black Ice, phenomenal. I met Black Ice at New York Twitch meetup, and she is a phenomenal person, and she's a dope content creator. So dope. Definitely will give her a follow. She is phenomenal. We love her over here. So welcome in, everybody. We're doing our Super Mom tier list presented by the BIPOC Stream Awards. Once again, the BIPOC Stream Award round 2 is happening right now up until May 18th. So you only have a few more days to go vote for your favorite content creator in that round 2. So make sure you get your favorite person over into round 3. Head over to BIPOCStreamAwards.com. Click the link that's tagged up top in the chat and make sure you're voting, okay? Black We-esque. I was calling her Black We-esque for like the first 2 months. I'm not gonna talk about that.
I can see why.
Yeah, I'm terrible. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave the list here. I don't know where to put Elise Neal. For the Hughley's, she should go down to the worst mom because that show was terrible.
Yeah.
So I think we should leave it here. We're gonna leave a couple people on the writing room floor. So for the worst mom, we're gonna go down and up. Now, how this happens? Don't like something on the list, you can change it for a place of 500 bits or a sub. Yes, exactly. So they put it in there. So this is the list as it stands. You can move anyone you want, anywhere you want, for 500 bits or a sub. So if you're looking to sub to the channel, now would be the time to do it. If you're already a sub, you want to throw 500 bits at it just to move someone somewhere, by all means, you can do that. Now is the time as I read through the list. And this is all Last Black Spartan. I'm not taking responsibility for anything on this list. You're the guest here. Gotta take responsibility.
Put the blame on me. You can put the blame on me. That's cool. Like, I can take it. I promise. Like,
Let's start from the top. Let's start from Goated. Goated, we have Claire Huxtable, of course. Aunt Viv Original. Harriet Winslow, Original. Marge Simpson. Florida Evans, and Kitty Foreman. In Solidified, Rainbow Johnson. Aunt Viv 3.0. We have Jay Kyle, right? It's 3 of them. Jay Kyle. We have Trudy Proud. We have Aunt Viv 2.0. We have
3 over 2.
Big Dee and Phyllis from Half and Half. We have Linda Belcher. We have Nikki Parker. We also have Cookie Lyons, Tasha Mack, Joyce Byer, and Lois from Malcolm in the Middle. Under She's Okay, we have Weezy Jefferson, Ella Payne, Peg Bundy, Dee Dee from Moesha. I can't remember her last name. Lisa Landry, the mother from Baby Boy. I just thought of her name. It starts with a J. Forgot it. Just that fast. We also Oh no, Fangirl. Wait. Let's read through the list before you create chaos.
Oh boy.
And then we have Raven Baxter, her mother Tanya Baxter, and then we have Yvette from Baby Boy. Next up, and couldn't vibe with her, we have Francine. We have Harriet Winslow 2.0. Well, 1.5. She wasn't there that long. We have Lois Griffin and Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. And in the worst mom category, we have Cersei Lannister. We have Rochelle Rock, which that one blew my mind. We have Mama Payne and Tasha St. Patrick. Do I bring someone up from the worst and bring someone down from goated? Ah, Fangirl, what are you about to do? Are you? She's gonna upset somebody. Fangirl, what is your choice? Who are you moving? Lord have mercy.
I'm terrified.
I'm gonna need Shelby to throw in 500 bits. For real. Yes, we're blaming LBS. We're blaming Last Black Spartan. Absolutely, 100%. This is his fault. Absolutely.
I'm ready for all Twitter smoke. I've been getting it for decades at this point. It don't matter to me none.
He said he's well, and not Romeo with a gifted Romeo about to cause some havoc too. Thank you so much.
Sub, but I'm terrified
for the gifted sub as well, Romeo. Fangirl, what's your first choice?
Oh boy.
What's your first choice? I'm
Move
curious.
Nikki to Goated. Move Nikki to Goated. Do it.
Move who?
Move Nikki to Goated. Move Nikki Parker up.
That's my friend. I will denounce everything.
Do it for my wife.
Oh, right, because that's your wife is that Nikki fan. Romeo, who you gonna move? I'm waiting for Fangirl. I'm waiting for Romeo. There's a hype train started. Thank you guys for the hype train. You want to keep the hype train going? Throw some bits in. Throw a sub in. Let's keep that in. Oh, are you? Oh, what the?
Oh what? Oh wow!
Wow! I need a button. Wow! I throw something in there. Do something.
Hold on.
Conductor, we have a problem.
That is absolutely.
Okay. Now see.
Tillis is officially dead. Tillis is officially dead. Done. Cersei goes up to goated.
Nope.
Cookie goes up to goated. What? Sibo, take me with you. I can't. Veto Cersei immediately.
There's no way. Absolutely not.
As Cersei moves back down.
Murderer.
Two worst. Veto W.
All right. Look, I ain't got it like that. All right.
Wait. Hold on.
What are we talking about?
What?
I'm Tyler One right now. Like what?
Not put her back. Oh my goodness. So she put her back, and not only did she put her back, she got two more just to make sure she stays there. Fangirl is absolutely horrendous.
I got
Show me in the background. I don't like this game. Yo, VKE for life. What's going on? Yes, the havoc has ensued.
It's happening.
LBS tried to save the day. Tried to save the day. GG's, by the way. Really tried, and then Fangirl. I just have a question.
Excuse me, what?
Why? I mean, just help me understand. Like,
she blew up a church, bro. Like she's like,
really? Like she wanted to kill one person, so she blew up the church.
she did not want her kids to find love. Like clearly,
that was for Jealous and Debbie, who were expressing why she should be up there. What? She said, "I did it for The Rock. I can't. I cannot.
I did it for Bianca.
I did it for Cersei. I did it for Jealous. I did it." Stream officially broken.
Shut it down. Like
Stream officially broken.
found a virus and their name is Cersei Lannister.
Seriously. So I mean, not much change is made. I can't be too upset. Not much change is made on this one. But Fangirl, you still have two more before we leave, unless you just want to keep that as plot armor. You can.
Which Cersei had.
Right. Cersei had. Oh my goodness. We're not even going to talk. We're going to have to do it.
Let me just. Okay. So
go ahead.
For everybody, the Cersei sympathizers, right? That's what I'm going to call y'all. Y'all would you want Cersei as your mom? But be honest with me. Would you want Cersei Lannister as your mom? Would you be the child of incest? Like, I'm just saying. I wouldn't. Not in a million years. They ain't no gifted subs in the world to make me disagree. Like,
Your uncle is in the house when you get home from school, just get out of the shower. Right, your Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy. Uncle.
She said, move Lorelai up to solid. Miss Gilmore Girl makes the climb from couldn't vibe with her to solid.
I don't even know enough to argue that. Like, I'm like, okay.
Right. Miss KB said, thank you for Lorelai. Listen, I hear Gilmore Girls is a solid show. So much they brought it back, didn't they? I heard Gilmore Girls is a solid show. I haven't watched it, but I knew to put her up there. I knew somebody saw it.
We didn't put this mom in there, but
okay, Rory was the mom. Okay, I'm saying it wrong. I could have sworn it was the other way around. Thank you, Cleopatra.
Someone who would be in the worst is Shorty's mom from True Blood.
Oh my! I know. I can't think of the name, but I know you're talking about. She would absolutely be.
She was the worst.
In the worst.
Even when she tried to come around, fell right back down.
Mm-hmm. No, you were absolutely right on that one. Listen.
Yeah.
So it looks like this is where it's going to stand. It looks like it.
I got some explaining to do.
Right. So this is the end of the tier list. I mean, tell at least last Black Spartan, tell your wife
Tara, thank you.
that she made Solidified because
I fought the good fight.
You did, and she survived. BKE for life. She was in the worst, but because this tier list is absolutely rigged, you could put up 500 bits or a sub and move anybody to any level you want them to do because it's pay to win over here on the BIPOC Stream Awards tier list. So you know, tier list.
She was bought.
It's something Cersei would do, so I don't feel too bad. It's 100% what she would do, and BKE for life. She's not goated. She was the worst. We had her in the worst, but it didn't last. So, with that being said, before we get up out of here, Last Black Spartan, I give you the microphone. Please plug what you want to do, say what you want to say. It is all on you, fam. What you want to say?
Thank y'all for having me. This was amazing. I love doing tier lists, and Mike, you were an amazing host for this. You know, like you give me Kev on stage vibes, which is just
the
awesome.
Third person to say that.
You just had a good time. We had a great list. You know, even though it was bought, like, you know, some advertising dollars got in the way, but it's cool.
It's right.
Either way, Last Black Spartan, nerd of all trades. You know, anything nerdy, I love talking about it. Whether it's TV, movies, gaming, anime, comic books, it does not matter. I mostly play RPGs on stream. I rate anime fits on TikTok and YouTube, and I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy VII and Expedition 33. I'm going to be streaming live from MomoCon in a few weeks, so make sure y'all lock in with me for that. And yeah, that's about it. My birthday's in June, so if y'all want to help your boy get a Switch 2 for his birthday, like I got a coffee and a Patreon. So, yeah.
Listen, we had to have a Switch 2 conversation outside of this. I will not do it on stream, because the user agreement got leaked. Did you see it?
No, I've been out of town. I didn't want to see my mama. I've been offline.
We're gonna talk about it. But before we go, BK did a sub, and Fangirl still has one more move. Damn, Sam, what's going on? Welcome in, family. How you feeling? I hope you're doing phenomenal. I hope you're having a good one. All right, so before we go, Fangirl, what you gonna do?
Hey.
BKE said I subbed and I want her move to the worst. Oh my goodness. BKE big W. So Cersei gets put right back down to the worst.
Where she belongs.
Where she needs to stay. Where she should be.
Oh, can I throw my website in chat? Do y'all do links?
Move Harriet to she's okay. Oh, you said take Harriet down? Oh,
no. Whoa. Wait.
Harriet Winslow goes down from goated to She's Okay. And then Fangirl does another sub to move Cersei back up to Goated. I don't understand. Whenever you see these tier lists online, whenever you see them when they pop up, you now know why it looks absolutely terrible. You now know, because the chaos ensues. BKE, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the gifted sub to the BIPOC. Oh man, it's so bad. Listen, we appreciate you. Last Black Spartan, yes. You are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Please, guys, if you have not followed Last Black Spartan, please do so on all your social medias, Twitch, and anything else that he's on. Please support him. He is a W content creator. And listen, he's about to be at MomoCon streaming live, so that's about to be a whole movie. So definitely be a part of it. And yeah, we are about to get out of here. Click that link, lastblackspartan.com. Right, is it follow my friend? Follow. Also, my name is Mike City. You can follow me on my original page. I DJ, I play music, and we do WWE content over there where we have content creators beat each other up. And it's a lot of fun. So definitely come through. I have to take a picture of this now and send it to Fangirl so she can post it and blame Spartan. So you will be tagged in every post because that's what she does. And she's going to say, look what Spartan did. Not again. Fangirl.
Oh boy, here we go.
It was
so good. It was perfect.
We were right there. Perfect. We were out. We were out.
Madness.
Fangirl. We were out.
It's like you blew him out Rushmore. Like it's crazy.
Fangirl, what you about to do? I'm super nervous. It's giving big vibes. I promise you. It's big Ayo vibes. I'm nervous.
I'm terrified.
Oh, you're not going to move anything? You just want LBS to guide the raid? Listen, LBS, guide the raid. Let us know what we're doing. Let us know where we're going. And we're going to bring the people. Make sure you guys copy the raid message if one of the mods could put it in the chat. And do it quickly before Fangirl changes her mind. Oh wait,
my boy
BKE gifted bits. I'm sorry, I did not see it. My apologies. Oh, also, yes, please look at what Sibo's put in the chat. Thank you, Sibo. The Mother's Day panel is going to be on Sunday at 2 p.m. So make sure you guys are here for the Mother's Day panel. The guest they have on the Mother's Day panel is going to be phenomenal. So definitely make sure you guys are locked in.
I'll be there for that.
Absolutely, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So make sure you guys are locked in for that Mother's Day panel at 2 p.m. this Sunday. So please, the Mother's Day love and the Mother's Day vibes are not over. It's just getting started. So make sure you're doing that. And also, please make sure you're voting. Round 2 over on May 18th. So please make sure you guys are voting. Make sure you guys are voting. Make sure you guys are voting for your favorite content creator. Where we going, Last Black Spartan?
I just sent it to Sibo. Going to my boy Jelani Hendrix, who just got rated by somebody else, but it'll be fine. Like he likes it, yeah. Y'all like him.
Right, it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely crap. Yeah. So absolutely, thank you so much.
I whispered it to Sibo.
So thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. Last Black Spartan, thank you so much for being here. This has been another BIPOC Stream Awards tier list. So make sure you guys check us out. Make sure you guys are following if you're lurking. I know I see you in there if you're lurking. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subbed. And make sure you run up and like this so the right people can see it because it's terrible. And with that said, we are out of here. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Just mine.
right, I think we're clear.